back, everybody, to Operation Andromeda. This is the British Commonwealth and Free France. Turn 19, I think it is. I don't think there is any housekeeping that I am aware of. Except for the fact that the seaplane, I think, was meant to go back to Western Germany. I'm going to pretend that's the case and just stick it there. If that was wound up not being the case, then my coastal defense ship as Britain would come up and just kill it. I guess it could ignore combat though. So, let's see. I don't think this fighter is going to be doing anything. 1, 2, 3, yeah. It's not going to be flying down. So, my fighter would have flown up to kill it if it was staying on map. That's in southern Italy. Otherwise, I think it's just going back to Western Germany. Anyway, we'll get into the turn. We have 2 tech rows, one for improved factories, one for amphibious doctrine. That's going to be a success on both, it looks like. Move those to stage 2. Kind of hoping we don't have to use them. Hope for that in-game die roll. Takes us to buys. So GB has 39, FEC has 14. GB is going to be using all of it on 3 infantry, an anti-air gun, a fighter, and then 2 colonials, 2 militia upgrades. FEC is going to be using 12 of its 14 on 2 colonials and 2 militia. Combat moves, we're going to have our sub raid in P50. We're also going to be taking swings at various territories. So the Great British Marine is going to hop on a transport and liberate Cochin China, and that will go to GB. These other guys, we're going to send 2 Marines to Luzon and the Visayas, and we're going to send a colonial infantry to Mindeo. Our battleship is going to come out of port from British Malaya, and it is going to, we're going to use all 3 of our battleships to bombard, so 2 bombards on Luzon, 1 bombard on Mindeo. Our fighter is going to join the attack on Luzon, and our medium bomber in Ceylon is going to fly 1, 2, 3 and join the attack on Mindeo. In the subs rating. We're also going to walk down into Burma and liberate that. And then we're going to walk up into Nepal and liberate that. So I need an FEC marker. There. Right. Other non-combat moves. Our 4 combat ships here are going to move 1, 2, 3 and attack the Italian attack bomber on M2. They're going to be joined by our 2 fighters from Abyssinia, flying 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Italians have elected not to scramble into that. And I think that has got all of our combat moves as Great Britain. So we can go ahead and roll some of these. So we can start here. We'll have our 2 fighters and our 2 heavy cruisers at 6. Alright, so we got a hit there, and that's going to be the attack bomber dead, and then it rolls back at a 5. And that's going to be a miss. So we'll come over to the Pacific. We'll go ahead and do the sub rating. So we'll be in blue at a +2. That's going to be 3 damage against the Japanese, taking them down to 25. And then we'll do our attacks on the Philippines. So we'll have our 2 battleship bombards in for Luzon. That's going to be a hit, so we will take that without casualty, without being fired back on. Liberate it for the Americans, and then we will do our battleship bombard for Mindeo. And that's also a hit, so we will liberate that without casualty as well. Give that back to the Americans. Could have used my planes elsewhere. Should have trusted in the power of my battleships. Wait, that does take us into non-combat moves, so our fighter is just going to come back and land on a light carrier. We are going to put our battle cruiser in port to replace that ghost militia. I forgot that I changed my angle of rotation. There we go. Our destroyer is going to come up and rejoin the sea zone here. And there's medium bombers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just keep that like that. This medium bomber went 1, 2, 3. It can go 7. It's going to go 4. I think we're going to go 4 or 5 and land in Siam. And you know, I think we will actually throw that fighter on Siam as well. Our Marine in southern Iran is going to rail into Calcutta. Nothing there. Our colonial in Western Egypt is going to come over into Lower Egypt. Our transport is going to go 1, 2 and go into port in Malta. And we are going to snag that infantry off Tripolitania and put it there with it, I think. I don't think that opens anything up for the Germans. If Italy was to take it, definitely not those fighters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, none of those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give the Germans a chance to attack one of these, but I don't think I care if they do that. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and snag that infantry off of Tripolitania and stick it into Malta. We are going to throw our heavy cruisers into port in Gibraltar. And we will actually stick the destroyer in port there as well. And then our 2 fighters are going to land in Gibraltar. So, British Air Force coming back to the European side of the board. And then up here, I think we are going to throw this fighter into London. Actually, we're going to keep it in Southern England. So yeah, I think that's pretty well it for the British. So we're going to put, let's see, this is at 2 now. This is cleared. We will put 2 militia into British Malaya. And we'll stick the 2 colonials into Calcutta. And then the 3 infantry and the fighter go to London. Oh, there is one more. So 2 infantry from London are going to walk into Southern England. And then we're going to build these 3 infantry into London along with this fighter. The AAA goes to Cape Town, and it goes the long way supply path. Actually, let's oh no, I can re-enter into Lower Egypt and then just take the route down as a supply. So yeah, because that's the first time. So yeah, don't have to roll for interdiction for that. And then we have these guys. So I'm going to be sticking a colonial in Western Egypt and a colonial in Lower Egypt. And then a militia and militia upgrade. I think we're just going to do one in Lower Egypt. Oops. Oh. And then we'll do one, well, that's pretty well defended. We will do one for Gibraltar again. Gibraltar's well defended too, but you know, just in case. So I think that's going to be that. So Great Britain will collect 35 plus 5, 3 for Suez, 2 for not being raided or having any raiding units on the lines. So Great Britain goes up to 40, and then FEC will collect 14, putting them at 16 for next turn. Free France, we'll go to them. Free France is $6. I'm going to be spending all 6 on 2 infantry. Not a whole lot going on with Free France. We're going to put a fighter on map in M2, and we're going to ignore the destroyer there. We're just going on map, not engaging, just occupying this sea zone. Make that bigger. We are going to take our 2 infantry in northern Iraq up into eastern Anatolia and take that over. Our mountain infantry in northern Algeria is going to come over and retake French Morocco. Don't have anything over here. So those are the combat moves, nothing to roll for. And then for non-combat moves, I think planes are pretty well going to stay where they are, with the exception that this medium bomber is going to come down to Lower Egypt, and it will reside there for now. So I think that's pretty well got. We will collect $7 as Free France. And then we'll take our 2 new infantry. And we'll stick 1 into northern Iraq. And we'll stick the other into northern Algeria. And then that'll stay there. All that stays as it is. Alright, so that's going to be the British Commonwealth and Free France turn 19. We'll pass it over to Elite Golden for Italy turn 19. And I'm just going to hope that it's the last time that we can get this game in die to go in our favor at a 4 or less, and not another 9, and get the Allies a victory. But in any case, if we need be, we'll see you guys next time for turn 20.